different opinions about whether or not people do want to densify or not. There are plenty of people perfectly happy having many vacant properties around them because it's something of an urban farmstead, it's now called. And there are others that aren't. So it kind of depends on where you land and who's involved in the conversation.
Well, I would be very loath to say anything meaningful about the Detroit water system without knowing more details about it. However, I will observe that the two people off in the distance story sounds to me a bit anecdotal. And I'm always very skeptical of making public policy on the basis of anecdotes. The other thing, of course, is actually much of that capital may be sunk. Capital in the pipes, the capital in the pumping systems, the capital in the billing systems. So you got to factor all of that in. The other thing, of course, though, I would say is that if it were kind of in my brief, as the Brits would say, I would be looking at how the money being spent on the water system could become a tool for urban revival. And one of the things that, frankly, do-gooders and planners do not pay enough attention to is they don't pay enough attention to the infrastructure agencies that spend the money. Actually, when I was DEP commissioner, I was trying to recruit this fellow to be chief of staff out of the social movements, and he was very reluctant to do that. He kind of felt he might be selling out. I finally said, you know, if you're serious about this, you want to come to where government spends the money, not where government just kind of plans and chides and overviews. The infrastructure agencies are really the key to all of this.
I just want to say, you know, Al and I have had this discussion often that if you take, you know, New York City has a very aggressive green infrastructure grant program.